2 weeks ago, Jay Nixon was celebrating his re-inauguration for a second term as Missouri governor. This week, he was delivering his State of the State address, in which he called for campaign finance reform, more money for higher education, an expansion of the number of days in the school year, and made another push for lawmakers to expand Medicaid coverage for 300,000 working Missourians.
Republican governors in places like Arizona, North Dakota, New Mexico, and Nevada are using federal funds to strengthen their Medicaid systems. Not because it's the easy thing for them to do politically, but because it's the right thing to do. Here in Missouri, we must make the smart business decision, the right human decision, and bring the tax dollars we send to Washington back to work here in Missouri.
Hardly anybody standing up there, though, Jeff Fox. So, I mean, that is so important, though, to the governor. It's going to help 300,000 Missourians, but he's not getting huge amounts of support from a Republican-controlled legislature.
Right. The Republicans have veto-proof majorities in both houses of the General Assembly, and the leadership has said we're not going to do this. The argument that Nixon is going to make is that under Obamacare, hospitals are going to take a hit. The funding that offsets all the indigent care that they do is going to start drying up, because the theory has been that states would expand Medicaid. That's the little curveball the Supreme Court threw last June. They upheld Obamacare, but they took away the federal government's ability to compel states to expand Medicaid. Well, if they don't do that, the hospitals are going to lose both ways. They're going to keep doing the indigent care, but they won't get the federal money. So the argument that they're going to make is that these legislators are going to go home and they're going to hear from their local hospitals, and you think about rural areas in particular, that's a major economic driver. And if those people are worried, then maybe they'll get through.
But you've spoken to legislators in Jackson County,
yeah,
and they're still not into this.
Right, they're not seeing it happen. They may want to simply address the issue of rural hospitals directly.
What else did we learn from the governor's speech this week? Certainly we had he cannot run again. So as like President Obama at the national level, where we were told that he was now freed from the feeling that he had to run for a re-election again, we could see the true Obama. Were we seeing the true Jay Nixon?
Well, he did seem to be a little less fettered by his concerns about the conservative nature of the electorate. But he has a very conservative legislature, Nick, to confront on a wide range of issues. So the agenda was fairly modest, other than the Medicaid expansion, which is an all-in bet. Now, I know Jeff is right. You talk to lawmakers, Republicans, they have no enthusiasm for this at all, but you hear a few whispers that there may be a way to finesse it, to sneak it in, to do it secretly, to tie it, say, to tort reform so that lawyers don't get as much money from malpractice suits. So it isn't dead completely.
Sam.
I think we can't emphasize enough that Nixon's gotten a little bit of political cover by having Republican governors around the country step up and say yes to Medicaid expansion. I think that may be something that may tip it towards